Clue's numbers outrank. Yeah, but all she's talking about is Britney. So it really doesn't even fucking matter. I mean, honestly, it's not like Clue is talking about anything. Personally, I think Clue is fucking trash. I used to think she was okay, but the more I listen to her, the more I realize she's nothing but fucking white trash. And she thinks like she's intelligent and she thinks she's hot. Clue, look in a fucking mirror, girl. You can't do your makeup. Your hair looks like shit. Like, stop. But hey, whatever fake image you want to present to your your audience, who am I to say anything? That's the fake image you want to present, but we all know the truth. I'll say it again. Clue is one of the most insecure women I've ever seen. Which reminds me, Moon. Moon did a video about her going after her jaw. I think that's her dentures. I don't think she's on coke or anything. I think her jaw moves a lot from her dentures. Because, yeah, she wears dentures. She has all fake teeth. I agree, Cinnamon. They're both disgusting. And I used to think Cletus was all right, but once he jumped on the bandwagon of Britney, no. And I'm not I'm not even mad if she's a racist or anything, to each their own. My biggest problem with her is just that she's trash. She's pure white trash. And talk about insecure, she's way more insecure than Britney is. And let me give you guys Psychology 101. Anybody that has to tell you how great they are, how great looking they are, how perfect they are, how perfect their life is the exact opposite. That's somebody who's trying to convince themselves that there's something they're not. I'm so rich. No, you're not. You're not even close to being wealthy. So when I hear her say these things and then everything she says about Britney tells me that Clue is so much more insecure than she lets on. With good reason. She has reason to be insecure. Just saying. Hey, headstones. She has good reason to be insecure. So, Chronicles posted this. This is just fucking gross. Like, gross. Hold on. So she said, this is a pic Clue and Cletus on the road in their nasty vehicle while they have sat and talked about someone else for a week. Check your floorboards. That is fucking gross. Absolutely gross. Like, clean out your car. It kind of reminds me of your toilet. But I would expect nothing less from them. And then I took a look at all of them. These motherfuckers have to be the biggest white trash I've ever seen. Just look at all of them. From Clueminati to, I don't know what her husband looks like, a boyfriend or whatever. I don't know what Cletus looks like. But from Clueminati to Elevated Truth to Queen Bee to Jay to fucking, well, Granny doesn't look like white trash, but they're just white trash. There's no way around it. They just are. And they act like white trash, and they look like white trash, and they sound like white trash. I don't know what the fuck happened to this community. There was never this kind of level of trash. I mean, I don't even know how else to put it. Just straight white trash.
I have absolutely zero desire to ever break bread with Clue, Cletus, Queen Bee, Nonsense, Granny, or Jay. Okay? I want nothing to do with them. I don't need their fucking views. I don't need their fucking subs. Nor do I need to speak about them. Nor do I need to be friends with them. Nor do I need to jump on a fucking hate train with them. I know this is hard to understand, okay? But please hear me out. Please listen to me.
But I will tell you this much. I used to think Cletus was cool to listen to. They are so fucking out of control. They remind me of my ex and his ex-wife when he started a custody fight. It was like their whole marriage was based around hating me. And that's kind of what they remind me of. They remind me of a couple that they're like having sex thinking about Britney. And I'm being honest with you. It's like their whole relationship revolves around hating Britney. And that's fucking weird. And I'm not saying it is, but that's what they remind me of. From what I understand, Clue is so mad. She's just so mad because Britney talked about her ex. But your ex is part of your life. You know, it is what it is. And I don't understand why that, like, I just feel like all of them keep making excuse after excuse after excuse for why they go after Britney. And let me remind everybody, the real reason why they go after Britney is very simple. Because it's not because of Granny. Because Queen Bee had this video and she had to turn it around. And just like Granny did when it came to Natasha's diary, she had to turn it around and make Britney the bad one. When meanwhile, it was Queen Bee that was the bad one. But she couldn't have that. She had to twist it around and make it all about Britney. And everybody started going after Britney. Britney started fighting back. And Clue got involved and Jay got involved. And all of a sudden, people saw you can make a lot of money talking about Britney. And they all jumped on the bandwagon. It's not rocket science. I mean, it really is that fucking simple.
About Britney, but while she's in here, I'm just stating everything I gotta say. When people come after Britney, they're going after Britney because they want to make money. Because Britney was the very first person to call out Clue, and nobody would listen. Nobody would listen. I could not believe how they were going after her for no reason. I'm like, she's not doing anything. Like, I watch her every day. There are other people that are doing shit, but she's not. And she sat there aggravated, calling out Clue, saying, guys, look at this, look at this, look at this. And nobody would listen. When I say nobody, I mean all the people going after Britney. Like, nobody would listen to her. And I even said something like, Britney might be onto something here. And nobody said a word. Everyone's like, no, Clue's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Well, how'd that work out for you? And then other people got credit for the things that Britney said before anybody else said it. So I just wanted to point that out, that, you know, I heard that Dietz and Jonesin were really the first person to call out Clue. No, it was actually 100% unequivocally, allegedly, with Britney J. So you guys know how I am. I just want to give credit where credit is due, because everyone knows I'm Rodney Dangerfield. I start trends. I do so many things first and never get the credit for it. So for those of you that are new, you'll hear me refer to myself as Rodney Dangerfield for many reasons. But that's one of them. I don't have a big belly like him, but you guys, people that have been around me a long time know what I'm talking about.
I've never had a history with her. Like, I don't know Clue. You know, I know she's a racist, but that's her prerogative.